Hey guys, what's going on? I thought I would just record this voiceover today, just give you guys an update on how training is going, current situation, just and probably talk about a few topics I get asked about. So first off, this is the second week of my mesocycle following my meet. I am currently in a hypertrophy block, so I am trying to accumulate volume within a higher rep range, being within the 6 to 12 mostly for this mesocycle. Usually, how I like to periodize my training with hypertrophy is I like to do about 2 to 3 blocks ideally at a time, and I'll be able to take a little bit longer in between meets just because of the coronavirus. I was considering doing a meet relatively soon, but I think I'm just going to be prepping for a while and just trying to build a bigger base of hypertrophy. But basically, what I like to do is I like to start with basically 6 to 12 um, reps for most sets, and then I'll do like more like 8 to 15, and then a little bit of more of the same if I do a third one, but with a little bit of metabolite work built in. So like giant sets, rest pause, supersets, stuff like that. But right now, yeah, just sticking within the 6 to 12 rep range, like I said. Today went pretty well. I was able to overload on all my sets. If I actually pull up my workout notes, I can tell you guys exactly what I did. So today I had four top sets, and then I had three down sets. So for the top sets you're seeing right here, I used 235 pounds. I got 9877, and then for down sets, which you will see with 205 pounds, I got 1088. This week's RPE was RPE 8, respectively. Um, Something that you'll notice on my pressing is that my triceps are definitely the limiting factor. I tend to be pretty fast off of my chest and really, really strong, but it's just because my arms are so long. My triceps kind of limit me in how much I can press, and you can see that, as well as my front delt. So I'm also adding in hypertrophy work with overhead press to get my delts a little bit bigger. Um, but that's basically and then also I'm slightly inside my competition grip, so I usually have about an inch wider. But this is just slightly inside, just as I want to get a little bit more tricep work and just for variation's sake. So now you guys are seeing me do something called down sets right here. So basically, what is a down set? Why would I use it? When would I program it in a client's plan? So I'm going to address all that right here. So the down set is basically just a way to accumulate more volume on a specific movement, with less fatigue. So because my goal is I don't want to really drop below like a certain rep range and maintain also my relative intensity for that week, so whatever RPE I'm supposed to. Um, like I want to hit like my whole goal with this is I want to be within the 7 to 9 on each one of these sets. If you notice on my last set of with 235, I got 7 and 2 sets of 7 with that, and I kind of felt that fatigue creeping in. So then I incorporated a down set where I would basically drop 8 to 15% off of my top set. Usually I will start a little bit more, closer to that 8% mark, and then as it, the fatigue accumulates and I have more sets to do, drop it down as much as I have to in order to get that relative intensity. Because remember, with hypertrophy, it's about volume. It's about getting that stimulus in and getting volume. Intensity, like it doesn't matter. I'm not going to say it doesn't matter. It's obviously a part of the volume equation. But the most efficient way to accumulate lots of volume is to do higher reps and using a little bit lower loads, just because it's less fatiguing than if I was to try to get 30 reps with a 3x10 on bench press with 225, for example, versus doing a 6x5 with, let's say, 265 pounds. Let's say that's this, even if that's the same RPE, because 265 pounds is closer to my 1 rep max, it's going to be more fatiguing and less sustainable. With this way of training, you can accumulate more volume with less fatigue. So that's basically a down set, and I would, if I had lots of sets, usually if I'm doing more than 5, I incorporate down sets in my programming and in clients programming, just because fatigue will accumulate, and you gotta be respectful of that and program wisely. and then I did some incline bench pressing work after that. I keep my programming pretty simple. I'm good with being bored. Plus, I just simply love the compound movements, and um, so sticking mostly to the barbell and overloading. You'll see I did a down set on that one because I felt the fatigue, uh, you know, kicking in. So I dropped about 8% off of 185, got 165. It was the right call. Again, you can see my triceps are the limiting factor once again, but it'll get better. I need to get more of my nutrition. I've been kind of losing weight a little bit slowly. And not like too much weight. I'm about like down like a pound and a half, but I don't have really any reason to be getting leaner right now. Like I need to at least be maintaining and ideally gaining weight, like 2 pounds, like 1 to 2 pounds per month. Just because I need to get bigger in order so I can do better in my upcoming competitions. Um, because we know that bigger muscles you have, the more potential that you have for strength output. And become more neuromuscularly. Once you do teach them the bigger muscle to become more neuromuscularly efficient and get better technique dialed in with that muscle and with higher intensities. So I'm going to make some nutritional adjustments and really get on myself with a rigid eating time schedule. Because I'm the type of person, so I've been very busy still with this lockdown. Like really not much has changed despite the coronavirus, like quarantine for me. I'm still have access, and the ability to train. I still am doing my business. I still am doing school. A little bit of narcissism there for you, but yeah, like not much has changed. So I'm still busy, but that's basically the goal is just get on my nutrition a little bit more. Training is still going well despite that. I'm still overloading, but I know it could be a little bit better. But that's basically the update. I'm not exactly sure when my next competition is going to be. So right now, I'm just going to keep training and focusing on getting bigger for the time being. Um, and then once it's time to prep again, it'll be time. I'll be excited for it. But right now, just taking things as they go. But that's it for this voiceover. I hope I was able to give some insight and just a little bit of update for you guys. Hope you guys are all doing safe. If any of you guys are interested in group coaching, one-on-one coaching, or any programs right now, just click links down below. Follow me on Instagram, like, share the video. You know the drill, and I'll talk to you guys next time.